Marcus Lemonis has invested more than $30 million to fix failing businesses.
Everything's going to change. Everything.
The Profit, all noon tomorrow on CNBC.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 5:30. Fire leaders have now released the name of a man killed in a weekend house fire in Rapid City. That victim has been identified as 34-year-old Reggie Whitebull. Whitebull's home in the 600 block of Lindbergh Avenue caught fire early Saturday morning. He was a quadriplegic living in the back bedroom of the structure. Investigators are still working to determine the cause of that fire. The United States Attorney's Office, the South Dakota Attorney General, and other law enforcement agencies will be holding a news conference late this afternoon on the sentencing of Andrew Hipaka. Hipaka is a former middle school teacher convicted of attempted enticement of a minor using the internet. A law enforcement collaboration led to the prosecution of Hipaka while furthering efforts to combat child pornography in the community. And we'll have more on this story coming up tonight on NewsCenter1 at 10. South Dakota stands with France following the devastating terrorist attacks. Flags on public buildings across the state are flying at half-staff through sunset on Thursday as a sign of respect and solidarity with that country and for the victims of the attacks in Paris last week. President Barack Obama ordering the gesture of solidarity with France by proclamation yesterday. In his proclamation, Obama saying the terror attacks Friday were an assault on all of humanity. The U.S. flag is also being lowered to half-staff at the White House, federal buildings across the country, as well as American military and diplomatic installations around the world. In response to the attacks that killed 129 people in Paris, the Obama administration also announcing a new intelligence sharing arrangement with France to more readily and quickly share military planning regarding the campaign against the Islamic State or ISIS. The Pentagon saying Defense Secretary Ash Carter and Director of National Intelligence James Clapper have authorized military personnel to share information quickly with their French counterparts. The Islamic State group has released a video showing one of its fighters in Iraq vowing to attack Washington the same way that Paris was attacked last week. Leaders across the world vowing to put a stop to the violence.
Killing of innocent people based on a twisted ideology is an attack not just on France, not just on Turkey, but it's an attack on the civilized world.
France's UN ambassador says that he's working on the timing of a UN Security Council meeting and the content of a resolution on the fight against terrorism. A Michigan-based advocacy group filing another lawsuit over states' memberships in an organization supporting federally backed Common Core education standards. The Thomas More Law Center suing South Dakota and several state leaders in Hughes County over South Dakota's membership in the Smarter Balanced Assessment Consortium, which developed the standardized tests. That suit, filed on behalf of 3 South Dakota plaintiffs, claims that the state's participation violates a part of the U.S. Constitution, preventing states from entering into agreements or compacts with other states. Similar lawsuits were filed in North Dakota and West Virginia. Common Core outlines skills that students need to be ready for college and their career. South Dakota offered new standardized testing this year, developed by Smarter Balanced. The South Dakota Board of Education holding the first of 4 public hearings on proposed career and technical education standards in 6 career clusters earlier today. Tiffany Sanderson, Director of Career and Technical Education for the South Dakota Department of Education, says that through career and technical education, students learn how their interests and abilities align to careers and post-secondary educational opportunities. According to state law, the Board of Education must review academic content standards on a cyclical basis. The remaining 3 hearings on these standards will be held in 2016 at board meetings that are scheduled and set for Aberdeen, Pierre, and in Rapid City. A new policy is in place allowing the community to dress the president's statues in downtown with winter apparel. Since 2013, the city of Rapid City has restricted people from placing anything from clothing, talking about scarves, to even advertisements on the presidential statues downtown. But Mayor Steve Allender has decided that there is no harm in dressing the presidents in hats, scarves, and other winter gear. This change coming at the same time as Homeless Awareness Week.
To let these presidents stand out there all winter and not provide any real sense of awareness for the public, I think is just a sad thing. We have homeless people who need attention, And the community needs to be aware so that they know of the problem so they can help.
Community members can dress the presidents in winter apparel until March 15th, inviting people in need to take the items for themselves. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Monday, as we start a brand new week of trade and take a look at the major indexes, the Dow making up some serious ground after an almost equilibrium decline on Friday, gaining back 238 of 256 points lost. 238 in the positive today, 17,483. The NASDAQ Composite up 57 to 4,985. The S&P up 30 to 2,053. Gold dropping 40 cents, down to $1,083.20 on this day of trade. Well, do you have a passion for skiing? Why not turn that passion into your job? Terry Peak is hosting its annual job fair coming up tomorrow from 9 a.m. to noon at the Stewart Lodge. The organization will be hiring for almost all departments, including snowmaking and grooming, lifting operations and maintenance, ski patrol and ski snowboard instructors, rental technicians, food and beverage staff, and ticket sales. Job seekers will have the chance to meet supervisors and be interviewed for any open position. You can be ready with a smile and your resume. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us, himself an avid skier. You could be a ski patrol member, Bob.
No. I could work one of the lifts. I think that's about all I can do.
I think you're being
No,
modest, but that's all right.
I do enjoy skiing. We got to get some snow up there, though. That's what we got to do.
Well, I suppose that's true. Can we just have
they
it
could
up
make
there
they could make the snow. So believe me, folks, we're going to be skiing this winter and fairly soon. We have a little bit of snow on the radar as well, and we go to the radar. There it is. You can see a little bit of rain snow mix going on out there. We're not looking for any accumulation, or very little accumulation, I should say, and what little accumulation we're going to get, that's going to be up in the higher elevations. That's going to be out of here by tomorrow morning, and we're expecting partly cloudy skies. The big weather story, Shad, will be the winds. We could see these winds increase out in the prairies, possibly with 60-mile-an-hour gusts out in the prairies. So that's going to be the big weather story.
As I was coming in, it seemed like it was blowing that hard out of Blackhawk already.
Is that right?
And
Okay.
chickens up against the chain link fence inside their pen, and little dogs that we're
Anchor
trying to
down
get
your
into.
chickens.
I guess we'll have to do that. We'll get more details in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 5:30.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
It's back. It's Nissan's holiday event, now with special Black Friday offers.
Right now, choose Rogue with 0% APR for up to 60 months, or get $500 bonus cash on Juke. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Brighten up your home with Westinghouse. Choose from a 4-pack of general-purpose LED bulbs, an outdoor flood LED bulb, or a 2-pack of dimmable flood LED bulbs. Your choice, just $7.99 each. Stock up on everyday essentials from Procter & Gamble. Receive a $10 rebate on a single qualifying purchase of $40 or more on all P&G products. A 75-ounce bottle of Dawn dish soap is $7.49. A 12-pack of Bounty basic paper towels is $8.99.
Save big money at Menards. Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
The Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row is ending soon. Everything is on sale throughout the store. Sofas and sectionals in every style starting at $2.99. Over 100 accent chairs to choose from starting at $1.99. Queen bed sets starting at $3.99. Solid wood dining sets starting at just $3.99. Plus 4 years no interest with no down payment for veterans and their families. For the best quality at the best price, come to the Veterans Day sale. Ends Thursday.
Moving into our new home is right around the corner, and Granite Buick GMC is going to sell every GMC in stock so we don't have to move them. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Acadias, Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, and Duramaxes. 15% off of MSRP and additional discounts over $10,000. Plus, buy one and give one away. Choose your vehicle and we'll donate a Thanksgiving dinner in your name to a needy family. Only at Granite Buick GMC.
Rock solid, drive Granite.com.
This portion of the news brought to you by the Rapid City Chamber of Commerce Young Professionals Group.
Well, with Thanksgiving on the horizon, many of us are out buying decorations and menu items for that big meal. If you need some inspiration for an easy centerpiece, NewsCenter1's Monica Davis has a do-it-yourself demonstration.
With Thanksgiving just a week away, it's time to start thinking about planning your menu and how you're going to decorate your home. So I wanted to put together a festive centerpiece. So of course, I went to the experts at Jolly Lane Floral.
Kind of collected some things around your house and your yard that you can pretty much find. We've chosen glass. You can pick glass vases, jars, little vases, whatever you happen to have around. You can put votive candles in them. We've used battery or the flame ones are great. We've embellished them with wire. You can use twine, any kind of things you like that. Or you can put flowers in them, of course. And I did choose fruit instead of the gourds and traditional pumpkins, mini pumpkins, which would work just as well. And we've done some kind of fun things with them. We've put the little as place markers for your guests. We've added wire, and if you'd like to, have a little more formal seating and put their names on them. And we've also used votives. You just cut out a little size of your votive. Again, it can be the battery or the real candle, and those can be placed around. And we've also done something fun with we used an ice pick or something to poke a hole in your fruit and just poke a little stem of flowers in it.
Who knew you could do so much with apples?
Yeah, you can do a lot with apples. We've used pomegranates, and the pears really give it a nice texture and color variety. It can be placed, if you have a larger table, you can just elongate it out onto the length of your table. You can use a tray or not, table runner, whatever you want to embellish your grouping with.
And Monica was able to buy apples, mixed nuts, and flowers, all for $10, and had the rest laying around the house, all the materials needed for that project right there. Well, a bit of an overcast start to the work week, as your eyes would have told you throughout the day today, and there our camera telling you as well. Keep it right here. Bob Riggio in next with a look at what the rest of the work week holds for us and a possible return to warmer temperatures for yet another weekend on the way in the forecast coming up after the break.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The Odyssey Special Edition, featuring the Honda Vac and a rear entertainment system. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
Dear future, please help. The present is kind of a scary place. I have no money, no job, no clothes. I feel completely helpless. But I hear good things about you, future. Like, I'll have hair, and friends, and books, and music. I can't wait to meet you.
I love a gourmet cheeseburger as much as anybody, and that's why we created the Pub Burger at Culver's.
My favorite cheeseburger starts with great beef. When you get that burger in your hand and the juices are flowing, you want to devour it.
Chef, we're gonna make a pepper grinder Pub Burger.
I'm stoked, man.
We got a little Wisconsin Swiss and Wisconsin cheddar.
Those are the criteria for me. Fresh beef, bacon, Wisconsin cheese.
The 4 peppercorn mayo really sets this burger apart.
This is an ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
Our new pepper grinder Pub Burger. Welcome to Delicious.
You know, in catering, word of mouth works great, but advertising on Mid-Continent worked wonders. Mid-Continent talked to me about my business, then put me on big networks that people like my customers watch. Now I look like a major player right next to national advertisers. Also, Mid-Continent knows I do other marketing. They don't ask for my whole budget. You want to talk to new customers? Talk to Mid-Continent.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions Ad Sales. See our work at midcontinent.biz.
This is Black Friday.
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it? Bam!
20% back? That's awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light duty models.
See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, we do have a high wind warning for pretty much our entire viewing area. This is in effect tonight until 11 a.m. tomorrow. Then the winds will die down a little bit during the day tomorrow. Still breezy, but they'll die down a little bit. And then on Wednesday, whoop, the winds pick up once again, and we'll probably have another high wind warning on Wednesday. And I'll explain all that to you in a little bit, but here's the almanac. 61, that high temperature today, 28, our morning low, 6:48, sun up, 4:25, sun will be going down. Out at the airport, we have some high clouds, 49. Winds are out of the north at 26 miles per hour. We already had a maximum wind gust of 39, and those winds will be increasing throughout the evening hours. Here's the big picture, folks. First of all, I want to point out tornado watches from Kansas down into the Oklahoma Panhandle, Texas Panhandle, over in West Texas. Severe weather is expected there this evening. A lot of rain from the Great Lakes all the way down to the southern Mississippi Valley. And we'll bring up our future satellite radar. There's our storm system, and this one's going to be working its way out of the Four Corners area up into the Midwest. And then tomorrow, this is 11 a.m. Tomorrow afternoon, there'll be another line of severe weather, strong thunderstorms, tornado watches from Iowa all the way down to Louisiana associated with this front. Very warm, very moist there ahead of that front, and much colder air behind it. You can see some snow's expected tomorrow in the Nebraska Panhandle, eastern Colorado, and northwestern Kansas. Pretty much missing us. We're expecting to see some clearing tomorrow. And then the secondary front, here it comes. And when this one comes through on Wednesday, it'll come through dry, or maybe a few little isolated snow showers up in the hills. But when it does come through, it's going to reinforce those winds again on Wednesday. So strong winds will return on Wednesday, once again associated with that cold front. All right, let's take a little closer look. I'm probably going to have to repeat myself once again. All right, here we go. Now, this is tomorrow, 11:30 a.m., windy conditions. Here's a clearing line here. That'll be moving in. So we are expecting to see, as I said, some widely scattered light rain snow mix tonight with the snow up in the higher elevations. Not much, if any, accumulation with that. That'll be clearing out tomorrow. That's what it's saying here. Over south central, southeastern South Dakota, some widespread rain is expected tomorrow. And then behind that, in the colder air, south central South Dakota, some of that rain could be changing into snow. All right, and then the second front comes through. As I said, we do expect it to come through dry. We'll have partly cloudy skies on Wednesday, but it's going to bring in the wind. So windy conditions really for the next couple of days. Here's some of the maximum wind gusts today. You can see in the 30s over in East River, and we had some wind gusts in our area as well, well up into the 30s. And then future winds, again, we'll see. This is tonight. This is 1:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Strong winds expected. Those are sustained winds, and we'll have those wind gusts, as I said, possibly about the 50 to 55 miles an hour. Then everything calms down, and then here comes that second front on Wednesday, 2 p.m., and those winds pick up once again with sustained winds 35, 40 miles an hour, and possibly some gusts up to 50 to 55. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills. We'll have clearing conditions tomorrow, 46 Spearfish, 39 Custer, 43 in Pine Ridge. Temperatures definitely on the cool side. We had a nice weekend, so we're going to see some cooler temperatures for the rest of the week. 47 Sturgis, 49 up there in Belle Fourche. Here's the forecast for tonight, 28, cloudy, very windy, and periods of light rain, snow possible, little if any accumulation. Northerly winds 30, 40, gusts 55, and we'll be seeing those winds picking up throughout the evening hours tonight. Then the winds will die down a little bit, 47 tomorrow. Still breezy, though. We'll have those winds northerly at 20 to 30 and gusts around 50, primarily in the early morning hours. And then the afternoon hours, they'll Still breezy, but we don't expect to see as much gustiness. 36 tomorrow night. Increasing clouds once again. Winds out of the northwest, 5 to 15, gust 25. Here's a 7-day forecast. 46 on Wednesday, 41 on Thursday, 35 on Friday. So definitely a colder trend in store for us for the rest of the work week. Temperatures back up in the 40s Saturday and Sunday with plenty of sunshine. ClickBigDeals.com. Get an Evans Plunge Mineral Springs 4-pack for 50% off. The original price $56. You get it for $28. So there you go.
All right. Thank you, Bob. And still to come right here, 4 more Rapid City athletes signed letters of intent. Plus, Justin has more details on why quarterback Peyton Manning will not suit up this Sunday against the Chicago Bears. Stay with us. NewsCenter1 Sports coming up next.
The wig specialists at the Main Boutique have over 300 wigs in stock to choose from. Prices starting from $45. We specialize in hair loss due to medical and genetic conditions, servicing both men and women. Let our professional and experienced staff help you choose a wig or style. Private appointments available, private fitting rooms, and assistance with insurance billing. The wig specialists at the Main Boutique located in Tuscany Square.
Why does Papa Murphy's offer any large pizza for just $10 on Tuesdays? Because these things also happen on Tuesdays.
Soccer practice. Softball practice. T-ball practice. Picture day.
Jake's mom can't do carpool.
Dentist appointments.
Orthodontist appointments.
Tuba lessons.
Hopathon.
PTA meetings.
Science fair.
Show and tell.
Book reports. Mathlete practice.
Papa Murphy's $10 Tuesdays. Make Tuesdays easier and more delicious. Any large pizza, just $10. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's.
Love at 425 degrees.
There's a place where hard work is king, where people punch in early and leave late. And so is it any surprise that when a true hero is born, that they come from a place like this? Ram salutes the heroes of the Hunger Games. See The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 November 20th. Get 0% APR for 75 months on a 2015 Ram 1500 model now. Get 0% APR for 75 months plus $7,000 in total values on 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab models in stock the longest.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
When severe weather strikes, now you can be a part of the NewsCenter1 weather team. Upload your pictures and video with the NewsCenter1 weather app, and then see it live during the newscasts. NewsCenter1, your one weather source.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Whether they've been competing in a sport since a young age or developed their skills in later years, 4 student athletes at Rapid City Stevens High School moved one step closer today of accomplishing their goal of competing at the collegiate level. Kendra Dykstra signed a letter of intent today to compete in cross country and track and field at South Dakota State University in Brookings. The senior has had a stellar career at Stevens. She finished 3rd at the state cross country meet as a junior and placed 11th last month at the state cross country championships. In addition, Dykstra was a member of the state championship 4x800 relay team and placed 2nd in the 1600-meter run.
I definitely had a hard choice. My choices were between Augustana and SDSU, and I really struggled with whether or not which school I wanted to go to, but I just really felt right and comfortable going to SDSU.
Meanwhile, Andrea Hawks has committed to play volleyball at Rocky Mountain College in Billings, Montana. Hawks has been playing on the Stevens varsity squad for 2 years, and this season she helped lead the Raiders to a 22-10 record and a spot in the state AA volleyball tournament. Hawks is excited about competing at the next level.
I went to Rocky this summer and I practiced with their team and I went to a camp there, and so after that I thought it was a really good fit. I enjoyed the girls a lot and I liked the coaching style. I liked the size of the school, so everything about it I really enjoyed.
Also, Alexis Marcico signed a letter of intent to compete in softball at the University of Sioux Falls. Marcico, a first-team All-State selection, batted .530 this past season. She also stole 18 bases and knocked in 27 runs to earn All-State and All-Tournament honors. In addition to Marcico, Caitlin King is taking her talents to the next level as well. King signed a letter of intent to play softball at Northern State University. The infielder also capped off her career at Stevens by earning All-State honors. We'll hear from both Marcico and King coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, quarterback Peyton Manning won't suit up against the Chicago Bears on Sunday. Broncos head coach Gary Kubiak is going with backup Brock Osweiler as he tries to get his 39-year-old quarterback healthy. Manning had the worst game of his career yesterday in Denver's 29-13 loss to Kansas City. He completed 5 of 20 passes for 35 yards with 4 interceptions and had a 0 passer rating. Manning is dealing with a variety of ailments, including a torn plantar fascia in his right foot.
I just think it's the grind of the season, a bunch of bumps and bruises, and obviously the shoulder, the foot bothered him coming out of Indianapolis, and then had some rib issues the night before the game, that were bothering him a little bit that he got some treatment for. So, I think it's a combination of things, and with that didn't come all the normal preparation and those type of things, but he was doing everything he could to play for his football team, and he would do it this week too. I can tell you that.
And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
The Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row is ending soon. Everything is on sale throughout the store. Plus 4 years no interest, with no down payment for veterans and their families. Come to the Veterans Day sale. Ends Thursday.
Introducing the newest member of the Yamaha off-road family. It thrives in the most remote, rugged terrain. It never steps down from a challenge and travels long distances in search of adventure. The all-new Yamaha Wolverine. It's a whole new animal.
Black Hills Power Sports, I-90 service road between exit 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
You'll cook your Thanksgiving turkey in this. Afterward, you'll wash these with this. Then, you'll retreat to the living room, unbutton these, and fall asleep watching the game on this. It's not the stuff, it's the life you live with it. This week at Shopko, come in and save on everything you need to put on the perfect Thanksgiving. Shopko, the stuff that counts.
The best dealership in the hills.
I really appreciate the lack of high-pressure sales tactics. Purchasing from Hirschroods was easy.
I appreciated the respect they gave me by walking me through all the features of my new car, the service requirements, and the complete warranty.
After visiting half a dozen dealerships, we liked you guys the best.
They say your best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hirschroods in Sturgis, I-90 and exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
Through Thursday at Denver Mattress, 2 leading mattress brands have come together for an incredible limited-time offer. Buy any size Tempur-Pedic mattress set and you'll get a full-size Denver Mattress guest bed set absolutely free. Better tomorrow, start tonight at Denver Mattress. Hurry, offer ends Thursday.
It was a heartwarming day at the Meals on Wheels Senior Services Center as a Rapid City man received the December Volunteer of the Month Award. Bruce Ski was nominated for his volunteer work with Meals on Wheels. Ski has volunteered for Meals on Wheels for 2 years, delivering meals to senior citizens who cannot get out of the house and need to be fed. Ski goes above and beyond, also delivering mail for the citizens or picking things up for them. A smile comes to Ski's face as well as he accepts the award. The Volunteer of the Month Award showing that the senior citizens and senior services appreciate both his help and his generosity. So our congratulations going out to him and all of the hundreds and probably closer to thousands of volunteers who make such a difference in our community.
And it is a wonderful service, not only to deliver meals and bring in the mail.
I've been along on those. It's been some years ago. I went along, and you've probably done it too.
Yes.
But you go in their house, and they're so happy to see you.
Yeah.
That's their company for the day.
Exactly.
So
exactly right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for us right here. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
Now only Ford offers $750 Black Friday bonus cash on select vehicles on top of Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing.
That doesn't happen every day.
Make Black Friday hassle-free with low prices on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. And get $750 Black Friday bonus cash on select Ford vehicles on top of all other offers.
It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
Hurry, for a limited time, get $750 Black Friday bonus cash on select vehicles on top of all other low Ford Friends and Neighbors offers. It all ends November 30th.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy, but for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
The new Legend Steakhouse at the historic Franklin Hotel.
The Black Friday Blockbuster Sales event is coming to Dodgetown. And because we're Dodgetown, our Black Friday Blockbuster is going to last all month. Get Black Friday deals like this new 2015 Ram 2500 Crew Cab. It was $43,900, but our Black Friday price is only $36,995. It's the Black Friday Blockbuster Sales event at Dodgetown, your Ram truck headquarters